Kupono ea, ea imua uomau. Keio kaiana. Kupono ea, ea imua uomau. Keio kaiana. Kupono ea, ea walipa just for what days of honor. Time our kings and queens would visit all the islands and saw everything. How would they feel about the changes of our land? Why would you just imagine if they were around? And it's our concrete jungle and highways on sacred ground. How would they feel about the disrespect of ancient lands? Wanna now, tears will go from each other's eyes, and they will stop to realize that's how the people are in great danger now. Oh, tell me what would they say? How would they feel? Would the smiles be content? Would they cry for the pains that they have seen? Now cry for our God, cry for our people, cry for our lands that was taken away. And then yet you find hope in it. Ooh yeah, ooh mau, keio kaiana, kupono ea, ea imua ooh mau, keio kaiana, kupono ea, ea imua ooh mau, keio kaiana, kupono ea, ea wanna now all of the fighting Kamehameha done to conquer all the islands of this condominium. How would you feel about the changes of our land? Why would you just imagine if he came back and I saw traffic lights and the railroad tracks? How would you feel about the disrespect of ancient lands? Wanna now, tears will come from each other's eyes, and they will stop to realize that's how the people are in great danger now. Whoa, tell me what would they say? How would he feel? Would his smiles be content? Would he cry for the pain that he has seen? Now cry for our God, cry for our people, cry for our lands that was taken away. And then yet you find hope in it. Ooh yeah, ooh mau, keio kaiana, kupono ea, ea imua 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 ooh mau, ea kaaina, ikapono ooh mau, ea kaaina, ikapono.
Aloha kākou to episode 48, Saturday, October 17th, 2020, Darkside of Hawaiian Politics. Aloha kakaiaka, hale o ke ave, maui a pi'ilani, moloka'i a hina, o ahu kaku I hewa, and mano kalani po. Ko Hawaii pai aina, let's go. Weather for today, moko o ke ave, your north-facing shores, your highs is 87, your lows is 79. Your east-facing shores, highs 89, lows 81. And out in your south, it's 88 highs, 79 low. And out your west, max out at 93 high and 87 low. For your He'enalu, north shore facing, 1 to 2 small crafts. Out on your east, 1 to 2, fairly fun and very fun for the families today. And out your south is your 2 to 3 peaks out at your highest this week, along with your west, alongside with 2 occasional 3. That is your weather, moko keave. Up next, homework, olelo no eau.
Aloha mai kākou. Before we get to the olelo no eau, of course, we always want to acknowledge today's date.
Yes, the tally.
today's right. The tally where we at today, La 46,660. Yeah, or 46,660 days since the usurpers overthrew our constitutional monarchy, since the illegal overthrow. So again, 127 years, 9 months exactly of illegal, prolonged, belligerent occupation by these usurpers and their collaborators, and the succession of their governance here, or injustice rather. And 1,533 months, right? 1,533 months. And here's the real crazy number right here, right? So this is week 6,666. 6,666 weeks of illegal, prolonged occupation. So, I mean, now more than ever, when we see the signs all around us, in the numbers, in the projections, in the facades, right, in the stars even, now more than ever is the time to end the illegal occupation of the Hawaiian Islands, and to start the deoccupation process, the decolonization process, and to allow Kanaka their basic human rights in their country of origin. So on this new moon, right, this Ikua into Velehu, right, Makali'i coming soon right now, but we're feeling that new moon energy, and what an awesome week it was to be inspired to watch over on Maui, over on Haleakala, on the back slopes of Halemahina, our Kia'i Ka'ua'ula. So today's Olelo No'eau of the day, we're going to take a page out of Tutu Pukui's Puke Olelo No'eau, number 1117. Hua'i Ka'ulu o Lele I Kamakani Kona. The breadfruit of Lele is exposed by the Kona winds. So the Kauna in this one, of course, the hidden matters are exposed in times of anger. Yeah, so when the Kona winds blow, the leaves of the ulu tree blow right off, exposing the big juicy fruits.
And it is ulu season.
It is ulu season, baby.
It is ulu season, and I got some ulu.
We got some ulu today. We're gonna get some, some ku'i'ai ulu, some pa'i'ai ulu from Maui.
Yes.
Here's a historic photo of Lele, of that beautiful epicenter of Hawaiian cosmogony, really, and Hawaiian governance, right? The seat of power for the Hawaiian Kingdom for a long time. And just some beautiful shots of Maui before they ruined it, basically, right? There's the ulu again, banging. So Hawaii Ka'ulu Olele I Kamakani Kona. Yeah. And
let's go.
This is a shout out to you guys in Ka'ua'ula, and we'll be talking story a little bit more about that as we get into the chopping block today. Man. So how we doing, big dog?
First up, this
smashing
week
today.
Moku Keave, we got the commission approved special permit for this illegal Puako ranch / hotel in the middle of our beautiful Kohala scenery. So, Kako.
Puakea. They're trying to be a new Puako, right?
6-0 vote special permit expands historical ranch near Hawi was approved Thursday by these colonizers, brought to you by Hilo Tribune Colonizing News. And these people out in Moko Keawe continue in this historic preservation division, right? This county place. These guys always seem to find a niche, the applicant, Kristen Cash. Cha-ching.
Cha-ching.
So, who purchased the 32-acre parcel in the State Agriculture District in 2006, plans to expand property beyond the 4 plantation era buildings she previously used as vacation rentals. Includes 7 ranch guest house housing 38 overnight guests. In addition to, she plans to construct a new pavilion and a parking lot that will cater to an event up to 100 people, with 2 community events annually up to 350 people, as well as growing crops, horseback riding, unique therapy, yoga, cooking, and art classes. Planning director, Michael Ye. This is what you should have known. With the name, cash, cha-ching. When the name is cha-ching, cash cha-ching, we already have concerns in these agriculture zones that are very unique to our Moko Keawe family that we do not want to see expand into a hotel disguised as a agriculture plan. And this is what we see real often, kilai, right? Agriculture, but nobody's growing nothing but grass over there. And we see a trend here. But for us, come on.
You gonna give it
Give
to
it to
him?
me. Give it to
You
me.
gonna give it to
Give
him?
it to me. This is really quite easy.
Want some red?
Every time, yeah. Swing him over.
Get
Swing him
the
over.
red fish.
Swing him over.
Let's
Swing him
get
over.
it.
Yeah.
Let's both
Yeah.
of
One
them.
more. No more. That guy.
This guy too? Okay.
Yeah.
We hungry?
Yeah. Right
All
up.
All right.
Right up.
All three.
All three. We're not allowing Miss Cash to cash out on our beautiful historical Kohala Coast.
Puakea Ranch.
Puakea Ranch, Pua Ting, but we gotta go what we gotta go.
Well, you know, it's so funny because it goes to the planning commissions and they always get 6-0 votes.
6-0,
Right?
undefeated.
Unanimous
We sweeping.
decisions,
The
right?
series we
These
sweeping.
guys are just getting streamlined right in, do whatever kind shenanigans they like do. And I don't know, maybe there's some redeeming qualities to the Puakea Ranch, the white flour that will be produced on ancestral Hawaiian lands out in Kohala, right? I want to know whose royal patent that is. I want to know the LCA and the RP information for these parcels out there before I see a 6-0 shutout from the Leeward Planning Commission streamlining these things during a pandemic. So I don't know how much cash they needed for this transfer, but somebody's doing the right things, even with the fines that they got, right?
For illegal structures?
Almost 200,000 in fines, but they still got the cash to run it, to pump the water, to change
5,000?
historic properties, right? And to basically,
Crazy.
grow some puakea, some white flowers on Hawaiian land. So I gotta get the pa'i stick. You getting kauila today, baby.
Unpermitted structures well over the 5,500 gallon mark. This is a crisis that's about to take place in the middle of our historic Kohala County. So, Kako, next one up, man, on this chopping block is
Quick smash down.
quick smash that one as we pass that knucklehead to the rail. How every week your big toe blooms.
Hey.
Every week the big toe blooms. The big rail shit show blooms. This week we have the rail clearing 10 billion. Kako. 10 billion. So if you look at this, let's blow it up. Swells to 10 billion, build and finance. Mufi Banana Hands and Hippie Jim, the old mayor, Hippie Jim, right? We're gonna call him. These guys has continued as they left the office. They continue to leave this stench upon the community, and that's where we, as a community, this rail is not gonna go anywhere anytime soon. Yeah, and that's where we have to say enough is enough. Yeah, enough is enough because we cannot allow the rail to swell the big toe when we should cut off this big toe already. Because if we don't cut off this big toe, then you might have to cut off your feet and your arm after. Yeah? And it kind of looks like you guys we are swirling down this toilet bowl out of control. So just like what the doctor gonna say, if the cancer is in the one toe, cut that toe off. And the rail seems to be that one toe that I can agree, and if you guys don't agree, then we need to cut off this toe. Homework, this is definitely collusion, and I'm never gonna let this pass with a smash. Without a smash.
I never did like sci-fi that much. Science fiction and fantasy, but the never-ending dry story that is the
never-ending dry story.
Rail, right? I feel like we gotta start taking a look at the other opportunities that we could start to
Prosper.
recruit all of our funds from the state with. I want to start a hot air balloon transit because the way these buggers is swelling with all the hot air these guys getting,
Right.
all the
You can get free hot air.
billions that they printing, they just printing more and more. And so, I don't know.
I like that homework. Easy next transportation, right?
I'm just trying to look at a different way to look at the same old pilikia.
we got.
Let's trade the real for some hot air balloons, and I don't know.
This is almost sounds like the Frank Fossey deal, yeah, where we got the all those buses from America, right?
Right, the second-rate buses. Yeah.
Second rate. Oh, so
Yep.
never forgot about you, Uncle Fossey. Fussy Pussy.
Yeah.
We're never gonna forget about that scam. But on to the next,
On to
as
the
usual,
next.
smash and pass.
That's the real.
We're
quick
going up to the
smash.
lock gate, Kako. So this is an issue for me.
The gated communities.
This is an issue for me. I cannot blow that up, Kako. I'm creative. I can clear that. I can jump right over that. But who's gonna tackle me? Do they have a Ravens front line waiting at the end of that gate? Homework? Who's waiting at the end of the gate to protect this all-star?
Did they sign
100-yard game.
Polomalu to run?
Is Polomalu at the end of that
Polomalu
gate?
at the run?
Because that's the only way I see Native Hawaiians getting stopped.
Right.
Is that we see the Pittsburgh black and yellow at the end of that frail. But a gate, Kako, it's not a laughing matter.
Right.
We have another topic coming up this shortly, Wise, and it's dealing with our access. So that's why access this week, it will get its attention as our space shrivel, as we continue to be grounded at home, stay-at-home orders. We're not going to allow fences to just pop up. It's like DHHL when get COVID-19, you guys like lock up the road up Mauna Kea, yeah. So we, just like public access, we have the same issues up here, and we will continue to address these issues, yeah. We seen that the community had put out numbers to get through this gates. Marvelous, magnificent, akamai, share the number, blow it up. But you know what? We're not addressing the problem if we're just sharing the numbers. That gate needs to be teared down. Yeah. If we do this and share numbers, we can get where we need to be. But why do we have to look over our shoulder to get to our vai, yeah, or to our kai? And that's where I believe we have to continue to smash all these colonizers, whoever it is, the beautiful Kailua town, or if it's the county Crook Caldwell, they all got to get the business. Homework.
And, we got to remember that. Look right next to these gates, right? Look, like
Next to the gates.
There's beach walls. There's $1 million, multi-million-dollar, like timeshares and mansions and whatnot. This is our ancestral homeland. This is our way of life. Is connected to the ocean. And these kinds of gates really, that's why this whole thing should be an open coastline for us to go. And we shouldn't have this little sliver right in the middle to slide by and get by. And now we get one lock on them. So what I see during the pandemic, this isn't an isolated
it's
incident.
not an isolated
It's not
incident.
an isolated incident. They're doing this all over the ritzy neighborhoods. They're
Yes.
doing this in all the new hotels and the new
Yes.
resorts as well.
Yes.
Like out in Kuleana, right? They like shut down the base. They like shut down access. They say, okay, we're gonna give you a little bit of this, but we're gonna shut down all this, right? And so they keep infringing upon our rights, right? And that just goes to show you, like, doesn't matter what rights that you get, even at the Supreme Court level in the state of Hawaii. The state of Hawaii, working with its collaborators, will continue to infringe upon our rights, will continue to ignore the rule of law, and continue to selectively enforce the things that they want to get the monies from us, the people of Hawaii.
So, Kako, if
I
you
gotta
guys
smash this.
if you guys
I
continue
don't
to
know
have
if
it,
Kauila is gonna get through these metal
Yeah,
gates,
right,
but
right.
maybe we go take one power wrecking drill, and
you ask what the Hawaiians do on Mauna Kea Access Road, they handle that little piece of crap.
let the menehunes go to work, but
Let the menehunis go to work.
know.
Next up,
not too much menehunes in Kailua. That's the problem, right?
not too many.
The Ewoks can take over.
Next up, Kako, here we go, banging it out. It's the police state of Hawaii.
There we go.
So,
COVID
the
freak out.
COVID freak out.
Let's start with the
Start
police
it out.
state, baby.
So, opening day of tourism.
Who you got
Yeah,
first?
where's your opening day of tourisms? So the opening day of tourisms have caused a frantic concern amongst those who are being violated here. We are not allowed to do X amount of things to just recently go to church, gather small numbers with our ohana, what our culture usually is accustomed to. As you can see, other states in the colonies of America is basically having a free will on most of the continent areas, the states. And that brings concern here for we, the islands, are held at gunpoint to stay home in force of a citation, right? Stay home or get cited, while 7,000 plus can come to Kuleana.
8,000 actually
8,000.
was the latest.
8,000. They can come to Kuleana and then all these hotels, and they can have Temptation Island
Yup.
down at these areas. And that I have to be really concerned about what we're seeing from the government officials and the lies that Victorino continues to. There's nothing going down at the hotel, and we have Hawaiians who are reporting saying that they are TV series only after they make a public humility off of our Hawaiian families, then they're forced to admit next week because they got caught that there is a Temptation Island going. So we just got to be maka'ala as we continue to smash these knuckleheads, kako, in this police state
Right.
and this opening up tourism.
Right. So, I mean, shucks. Look, the police corruption is a separate issue, but it's not really separate, right?
It's not.
Because on one hand, you have a rise in all these tickets, you have a rise in these infractions,
And it comes to
and
Ballard.
who's it? Yeah, and who's the ones that are getting it though?
Yep.
Who's the ones that are getting it? It's not the tourists.
Yep.
It's been all the local people of Hawaii, right, who have had to deal with all of the different, police issues throughout this pandemic and before, right? So, but you have the chief here, Chief Ballard, right? PR extraordinaire, I guess. She knows how to look the part, play the part, say the part, and she's saying the stats don't look as bad. They're not as bad as they look, guys.
She rejects the
You know,
federal
she
FBI reports.
Right.
This is how arrogantly Mrs. Ballard.
She's saying,
is.
don't look at those numbers that prove that our cases we're one of the most corrupt there's the most police brutality. There's the most
Hawaiians in prison.
Hawaiians incarcerated. We have like some of the
Most
worst
minimum
not
serving
just
larger sentences.
incarceration rates, but the police corruption, right? With the Kealoha scandal, with all these different machinations of the same corrupt state organization, right? And she's here to say, what? Not as bad as they look, right? Even though on the other hand, we got
Johnny
brother man, right?
We got-
Soliciting sex from
yes.
women
on the job.
right? And this is on Maui. This is not even Waikiki, where majority of that kind of action goes down,
Yes.
right? And so downplaying the situation is not a good
It's
look,
dangerous. It's dangerous.
especially as we're about to reopen to 7,000, 8,000 new super spreaders potentially a day of Americanization and all the different viruses that come with it,
Yes.
right? COVID-19, not to be forgotten. So I just gotta smash the state of Hawaii for being so inept, being so corrupt, and being so dysfunctional in their decision making.
And so disrespectful to the Hawaiian community to say that we have no issues.
Yep.
That is a total disrespect for our lives as the host country.
To continue to downplay the situation like that, to say there's no
it speaks
problem,
volume.
it's not that bad, right? While we're the ones getting hit, we're the ones getting violated, we're the ones who have our rights ignored. Yeah,
Ballard almost reminds me of a pool game.
gotta smash these
Right.
bottles.
So
That's the
next
8 ball
up-
in the corner
So
pocket.
that's the 8-ball corner pocket. Now we're moving on
What we
to
got?
our
What we got?
violation.
Okay.
We got our violation up at Paipaiko.
Papa'iko.
We got our Paipaiko violations, Kako. You guys are not the only one down Kailua. We have some arrogant, rich plantation owner mentalities that are down here. Pinkies shut down, so now they feel like they're the new Pinkies in town, right? They don't sell fireworks, they don't sell memories, but they lock gates down to memories that we have made it before they have arrived here. And so when I see this, yes, look at that, Kako.
This is the parcel in
That's
question.
the parcel.
Right?
Beautiful parcel. They know where the barrels hit, right? They know where it spits. They know how the swell hits out there. And that's why it's so important, because we're not going to allow these kind of plantation mindsets to just occur on us like this. Because our families, many races, many generations, but I'm talking about the time immemorial. I'm not talking about here plantation era. Before that. And this is how we value our space. So in Kailua, we're fighting the same fight. We're fighting the same fight, and
Right?
that's
It's
why...
not just gated beach access in
Yes.
Kailua, Oahu, right? In
Yes.
Kailua, California. It's right here in the heart of Hilo, right?
Yes.
On the way out to the Hamakua coast. So this is an issue, like we said, it's not an isolated issue. Restricting our access, controlling our access, forcing us to comply with bullshit, that's pretty much the state of Hawaii. Kalamai.
And not only that, homework, right? As we smash on this, no gate can ever get us down to our memory lane. They need more than that. They need that black and yellow gold line D to stop the pits that I'm looking for.
And in this issue in particular, right?
Yeah.
Like this has been long going.
It's been a battle. It's been a minute. Good
Since
thing
I
you
was
brought
in
that up.
high
It's
school,
been a minute.
surfing this spot, pretty much.
Yes.
Right? Like so, these guys back, I think it was 2012,
At
and
least,
then
at
2017, they voted. The county council of Hawaii County voted to sue and to pursue eminent domain, right?
Eminent
to acquire
domain.
this trail down there, right?
Eminence and
the
peanuts.
pilgrims on the old plantation monument and the fortress that they built there continue to control the access to harass the locals who go there. And so, our ole pilgrims, as we know, that's kind of the model
And that's
down
what
there.
we smashing this knuckleheads.
County council,
County
they're going,
council.
it's going up for
Is this another undefeated? 9-0?
9-0,
9-0.
right.
We're running down undefeated streaks.
But
LeBron
like I
couldn't
said,
even
they already
sleep
voted
about it.
on this and they didn't pursue the legal action. They didn't take it far enough. So we're still in limbo 8 years, 9 years later, right? 3 years after they actually voted to pursue something. So anyway, the county of Hawaii, get your act together. Papa'iko is for the Hawaiians.
Pa'i, let's go.
Not just that side, actually, too. There's another side, Mau Mau Point. Kapue Stream, as you can see, coming down this way, right down the middle. So these are historic properties. These are Hawaiian national lands, and they belong to the Hawaiian people who deserve
care,
unrestricted, undeterred access in perpetuity.
Hey, let's go. How with the COVID freak out? Now it's time on the back half strap.
Jump in that water and
The
rinse
back
off,
half
baby.
strap. Let's hit it up.
Hit him with the back strap now.
The back
huh?
strap.
The backhand with the back strap.
We have to give Dan, Ahuna.
Okay.
Got to give you a look this week
Uncle
because
Dan.
that's a good look.
Hey.
Finally, you guys heard
Uncle
all the
Dan.
gossips. He said, she said, we together. And finally, you said we, he, she, we not together.
The Mauna Kea Ad Hoc Committee.
Mauna Kea Ad Hoc
the
Committee
chair.
finally telling people the relationship. We have no relationship with Canadian bacon. Yes? We do not have that relationship. We like ours pasteurized pua'as. Yeah? Hawaiian style.
Pasteurized PP.
So that's why
Wow.
today we salute you, Office of Little Hawaiian Affairs. It does little when little can be done. This little was perfect time because
Little went a long way in this.
little went
in
along
this
a long way
regard.
because we have to clear the air. If you guys is in
Do
a
we have the letter?
relationship,
Do we have the letter?
yeah, right there, hit that letter, hit that letter, hit this solo,
Hit the wall,
hit
baby.
that solo. So with the solo letter, Machajo, Ahuna, right? All you guys out there.
Kapohana.
Kapuahana. So you guys came out at the right time because when our community is disturbed, then you're going to get whacked. They don't want to guess if they're getting pimped. They don't want to know what kind of lotion you're using down the access road. They want to handle their business. And their business is protecting our sacred sites. Yeah? So, Oha, perfect timing. You guys can't make the party all the time, but we need you guys to step up during this
A love
point in
letter
time.
is the least you could do, honestly, right? Like a love letter is the very least you can do. in this case,
Yeah.
you know, when the Canadian Astronomical Society puts out false information, right? Puts out the propaganda, the puff pieces that say, hey, OHA is supportive of this, the Hawaiian people want this, yada yada. So yes, mahalo nui for correcting that and being the PR
Setting
police
the record.
in that regard, and making sure that we're clarifying the position of the board, which is that they don't support TMT anymore.
Yes.
And they're pursuing a lawsuit, but I don't know how that's going. I don't know what the update is. So maybe we need a little bit more than just a clarification, honestly. Maybe we need some engagement,
Yeah.
and our community needs some engagement on these issues, and not just we find out when the headlines hit and when their headlines hit, and then you counter with your headline. Okay, so you giving them solutions, yeah. You giving them one solution, right? I chose some la'i on this.
We got a little solution.
La'i on this.
We gotta throw water
but
on the plant to grow.
Right. You're right. Throw some water. So let's throw some water on this. Let's see the ad
stunt the
hoc
growth
committee grow to a capacity where it actually can do something for our people, and not hang certain trustees out to dry with the rest of the lahui.
Yes.
Mahalo Dan. Mahalo Dan.
D money, and the rest of the people protecting.
Keep
our
that boy in
national
office. Keep that boy in office.
Moko Kiawe showed out. He definitely showed out.
Right.
So today,
it's crazy when just a little aside.
Yeah.
It's crazy when the Kauai trustee is the only one who has the audacity, the bravery, and the courage, the mana to jump on that rainbow and hit it to Moku Okeawe.
he had a historical run.
But the Moku Okeawe trustee is nowhere to be found, right? Is he at home? Is he in Kailua? Is he with the Ohana cooking grinds? I don't know, right? Is he making deals?
This is the first time I've ever seen a trustee win unanimously outside his island.
Right.
Unanimously.
Maybe Dan needs to move Big Island.
Oh, okay. Next up.
Maybe he doesn't even need to move Big Island. He just has to file the paperwork. You just say, hey, I rent it out.
Man.
We'll smash that next week.
We gotta smash that. Remember, voting's not good for your health.
Oh, man.
Remember that, guys, Kako.
American politics.
So development in Hanalei, Kauai. Mahalo once again to the Ohana, Kaimi guys, and Moore, and the rest of those people who continue to be vigilant of those sacred crown lands that are sitting pricelessly and holding invaluable lo'is that could feed possible their island and more some. So the warriors out in Manokalani Po, we continue, because it's beyond just the two names of cousins we name. It's a whole network of family members that continue to bring forth this information that needs to be shared, just like Hauula, just like our Mauna Kea, just like our issues all over Kauai, Pai Aina. Mahalo once again to Manokalani Po and the Ali'is and the warriors out there, the Kia'is, that continue to bring this information of lands that are being sold to foreign interests that could be the lifeline to our islands because of the pandemic. Yes, everything is getting priced out. Matson is pimping. Everybody's getting squeezed. Our lo'is are nothing to play with, especially if it's at these ancient lo'is out in Hanalei that has been feeding warriors and our forefathers for many generations since time immemorial. Right. And we mahalo.
That's where the Hawaii belongs. That's where the water. If anyone has rights to water, it's these parcels. It's this aina. It's the Kanaka who work it to grow kalo. And it's not to these foreign, interloper developers coming in to blitz us out and exploit our resources and develop during a pandemic and lock us out and put up the gate and put on one new lock, right? And put in one new bridge or whatever it is. These foreign interlopers collaborating with the fake state of Hawaii, need to be called out. And we need to actually get our communities engaged on these issues. Like Ka'imi folks out in Kauai.
All those families going down Kalalau.
Yes.
Many families going out to handle their business.
Like the Ohana out in Lahaina.
Yes.
In Ka'ua'ula right now. People who are awamo, they're Kuleana during this time. Now more than ever when these guys are coming in with the all-out blitz.
All out.
Right? Full force. we have to stand strong. We have to have our kia'is ready. So
Yes.
I believe, mahalo to the ohana for blowing the poo, right, on the issues. So trying some tea leaf out there for you guys, some key. And get ready to smash.
Get ready to smash, man.
Get ready to smash these developers, man.
So this last one up, we always love to leave you guys in a high note.
Pimps,
And
proxy
this is
pimps.
the high note, kako. The high note is our mana wahine out in Kauaula.
Yo, e nā mana wahine o ka ua.
This
Yo.
is the grand finale for this week. As we wrap it up, we always like to leave you guys in a high note. The roll call, Hawaiian Kingdom census, is live and up. Check out Keomoku and his Facebook page. He has the roll call up for the heirs, the Hawaiian Kingdom heirs of Kauaula Valley.
Yep.
And there's also a roll call lined up for Kanakakawa out at the Hamakua Coast
You know it.
for the families to come home. And that's what we encourage everyone, is to protect Malama Kupuna Iwi. And the only way to do it is to be on the job. You can't just report news sitting down at home. You have to be engaged with the actions to preserve your kupuna. So may that the community see and be inspired to go out and protect and learn and grow. Because these things is a lifetime of responsibilities. And we mahalo, not only in Manawahine, these are kupuna, these are makuas,
Yep.
yeah. These are older
They're
generations.
the source.
And so for them to
our
sit down
communities,
and protect
resources.
our kupuna iwi in Kauoa Valley, it shows a level of commitment that we must follow and we must strive to be, if not yet. And that's all we can leave you with, is encouragement of expressions of our ohana, our manawahine, our kupuna, our makuahines, all over Ko Hawaii Paeaina. But this is the picture that we want to leave you guys with. When it's time, when it's all said and done, and they need your help, are you going to help? That's all I got to leave you with, homework, as we move out for today. That
Right.
is your solution. Yeah. When it's time to do what you were born to do, are you going to answer the call? And only you can. It's not for me to judge anyone.
Yep. When you hear the call of your kupuna, right? Whether they're on the front line in the trenches,
Yeah.
like these manawahine of Kauaula.
Get chicken skin, man.
And,
Chicken skin.
You know, all the other ipu kukui pio ole.
Yeah.
Ika makani Kauaula, you know, in the red rain of Kauaula, such a great ho'ailona for our people during this time.
Yeah.
We have to embrace the rain.
Yes.
We have to let the lands grow.
Drink the bitter water, for
Drink
there's
the
no
bitter
turning
waters.
back.
Drink the rain
Yes.
from the heavens and move forward, right? There's no turning back right
You
now.
can't get any more expired than looking at your mom and grandma handling business, guys. If you guys telling me you can, then you're lying to yourself.
Right.
And with that being said, homework,
Right.
it's up for your constitutional oath breaker this week.
Who we getting?
Wiggity,
Who we getting?
wiggity week. And guess who I'm catching today? I gotta go. I gotta go.
Who you got?
You know who I got. I'll go with the solo hit first. And I gotta give him to Linda Lingo's stunt double. Ballard.
Bam! Ballard.
So Ballard reminds
Yes,
me of Linda
Ballard.
Lingo. When Linda Lingo came in, when the Democratic Party was just banging on everybody with no lube, she
Susan
came
Ballard.
in as the hopeful series, and people just gravitated to her and the hippie Jimmy, right? Hippie Jimmy, the other mayor, right? And so these people, Ballard, you know, it's timely how the government puts these people in to say bold statements, to deny the FBI, calling the FBI fluff, bias, information, right? That's what basically the HPD said. FBI stands for fluff, bias, information. Can it be conducted for all the illegal criminal activities that have been conspired and done throughout the 100 years of plus illegal annexation and occupation. So my constitutional oath breaker must go to this stunt double, yeah? This stunt double, Ballard, yeah? That looks like Linda Lingo,
Ballard.
that has the reign of our community. And not only does she denies us the equality, but she smothers us in clear disregard for our existence.
It's the propaganda in chief.
That's the propaganda chief. With that being said, who is yours this week?
Oh, shucks. You know,
We can go
I
solo.
want to go, let's hit the solo on this beautiful scenery right here because
Here
I
we
want to
go.
remind everybody again what Kauaula, what Lahaina, what Kamalu Uluolele, right? Where these famous places of our Ali'i, of our Mo'i, of our Akua, right? Kiha Wahine and others. This was their residency. This was our way of life. And before the fake state of Hawaii came here and, you know, sabotaged everything, ruined everything, sullied everything,
Yeah.
spoiled all of this goodness, richness, fertileness, and life, you know, and smothered it with ballards and lingos and Abercrombies and Matsunagas and Inoes and the whole 9 yards, right? This is what our Aina used to look like, and this is what we were returning to. This is the Pahuhopu for our people. This is what an unoccupied kingdom of the Hawaiian Islands looks like, right?
I like the angle you
More
took
and
there.
more like this. So I got a smash on the fake state of Hawaii
Yes.
and all of the different collaborators throughout its genealogy,
I like that. I like
You
that
know,
how you twist it all up.
perpetuating the fraud continuously, because as we know,
Yes.
an unlawful conversion has been committed against us since the time we were born, and they tried to give us that fake pala pala. And perpetuating that continuous fraud, continuous constructive fraud, right? Every step forward, continuing to perpetuate this constructive fraud is not something we consent to, and something that
Who are
we
you talking about the
protest
constitutional breaker? Who is that?
forever.
Who is that?
Oh
Who are you
man,
talking
Uncle
about?
Sam or Uncle
Because
Mufi,
you're taking one shot.
or
Yeah, you're taking a shot
Uncle
at everybody at this
David
one.
Ige or whoever it is out there. Just so you guys know, the
Well,
real Kanakas is home. They're in the
homework is
valley.
giving it,
They're in
dog.
the trenches. They're in the Aina, and we not going no place except deeper and deeper into our Kuleana.
You heard
The
him?
Kuleana warriors, right?
Kanakaveli.
Oh snap!
You heard Kanakaveli
Shout
tell
out
you?
to all you guys out there holding it down.
With that being said, Kako, you know what to do. This is your Rapid Aloha.
Getting into the
where we
rapid.
always give the shout out to the Hawaiians making it happen all over this colonizing place. First up, we got, as always, this week, soon to be, we're going to have Cousin with his brand new location,
Oh,
Kako.
yes. Oh,
Bite the
yes.
Eye will be located down in Punaville.
We'll have a Puna spot.
He's
pretty
gonna be
soon.
sold out 2 hours
Hey.
into the meals, Kako. Hilo got so many options, but when you go into Puna, Bite the Eye, I know we're gonna be on a shot clock.
Yep.
Because this is gonna be right on the side of Ainaloa, little circle mini colonizing turn, right? You take a little light loop to your right, and there's gonna be a drive-through. The
Right-
Bite the Eye
Right by the
drive-through.
Maku homestead,
Right
baby.
by the homestead.
Let's go. Let's eat
go.
from one homestead to the next, right? Well, for now, they're not open this weekend.
They're
but
not
you
open up
can-
this week.
You can catch them every Thursday through Sunday or Saturday out at Sears parking lot. 10
Another
to-
homestead.
10 to 2, slanging that the best
Slanging that
in the.
And do we got
town,
any
baby.
OO bars this weekend? OO Olympics? Let them know.
As you know, we always got the OO going every weekend, banging them, turning these raw pieces of pohaku into some chiseled down, useful, industrial, successful kanakas. The ai pohaku out there. A big shout out to all you guys as well as we go through this rapid aloha.
And so, next up for the Rapid Aloha, Hey Hawaii Out, continue to sponsor always the realest news you gonna get to smash these colonizers. So this week, Rapid Aloha, of course, Princess Ka'iolani, Aloha Alahanau, yeah?
yo.
For her birthday, House of Kiawea Heulu, Kamiea Moku. Let's go.
Let's get it.
Mahalo nui loa to the Ohanas out in Mano Kalani Po,
Right.
out in Kauaula Valley, who continue to hold it down. And we will do the best, Kako. Make those phone calls out to Victorino. No lazy bunts that he's putting on our community.
Yep.
Make sure we call OHA, we email OHA, we demand the respect of Kuleana lands. In respect to protecting of the Kuleana lands and the Hawaiian Kingdom heirs who have those pala civil nuis.
Yep.
They have an obligation.
Now's the time, guys.
Reduce.
Now's the time. Get behind your Kuleana landholders, your Royal Patent, Land Commission Award, heirs and successors. Get behind your communities now. Freaking the tip of the spear is at Kauaula. They're solid. They're set. Now let's get all the tips on all the islands ready to. Be ready to bang. It's time. Kuleana.
With that being said,
is ours. We have to one more Kuleana.
Awamo. Time to bang.
It's time, guys.
Time to bang. Mahalo ka ko wa'i pai aina na ohana la hui. Remember, malama kupuna iwi.
Yo.
Respect the ancestors will respect you.
Malama iko Kuleana.
Yes.
The ancestors will show you the way if you seek the right path.
Kahanui.
Eola.
Neola.
Let's go.
Let's go.
Mahalo nui la hui. Thank you again for tuning in. We love you guys.